Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine and this is going to be the November reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I might be describing you or the person that you're dealing with, so apply the energy as it may fit. I also do not discriminate in my readings because I do a lot of shadow work. So I advise those who have done the misdeeds and those that were on the receiving end of them. So again, whatever side of the coin you fit, apply it as it is. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. And to support the channel, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. Also hit the notifications button to be alerted when new videos are uploaded. Of course, leave comments. Let me know how it resonates. If you'd like to make a donation, donations are greatly appreciated, especially since I've only gotten one. With the 300-something videos that I've put up, I've only gotten one. But how to do that is also below. Now, what I've been doing for everyone, excuse me, is the success spread. Since we're dealing with the full moon in Taurus, it's all about realizing, releasing, healing, moving forward, etc., etc. I figured this spread might aid those in doing that. First card we have here is No Place Like Home. This is the overview. So let us see what we shall see. Number 50. Oy. There we go. Essential meanings: authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. The Oracle's message: home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here, in the house of your spirit and spirit. Relationship message: lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. Now, that being said, I don't know how that's going to play out with this layout here. Five of Swords, Lovers reversed, Death, Ace of Cups reversed. There might be some trouble in paradise here. That's why I like to touch on all of these things. The main message, the relationship message, the prosperity, and the protection message, because, it could, either one of these could fit. Because, like I said, according to this spread, this doesn't seem to be much harmony going on in the relationship area. If anything, perhaps it is the first one that I read. Standing in your integrity, claiming your dignity. That might fit more with this. But let us continue. Prosperity message: when you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what it is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. Protection message. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Okay? Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. That's what I said. It doesn't look like, you know what I'm saying? Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar. And you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. So again, what is familiar isn't always what is best. You know, that's fear keeping us in situations that we need to get the hell out of. You know what I'm saying? Here we have the Six of Cups. Was at the bottom of the deck. What else we got going on here? Seven of Pentacles. Again, wondering if there'll be returns on our investments. Six of Cups here, you know, it talks about happier times, the past, thinking about the past, perhaps again, and what we, the plan, okay, the seeds that we've planted, wondering if, again, we can return to happier times. Perhaps that's us fitting in because we've invested in something. We're waiting to see if we can return to happier times, you know, living in the past, reflecting on the past. But this is, you know, not in a negative sense, but just wishing things can be like this again. Wanting to escape to past happiness instead of dealing with the present. Living in the past again. So it's a need to take time to heal from the Five of Cups. So obviously there's something going on here, because with this Five of Swords and Ace of Cups reversed and Lovers reversed, it's definitely we're in the woes. But again, maybe it is we're needing to take a look at our situation here, and again, what is familiar, or wishing and hoping and dreaming things will get back to a place that they were. Sometimes it's best that we see the reality of stuff, but we shall find out as we go along, right? You know, inner child. A lot of the stuff always, again, stems from childhood wounding. That's how we end up with these funky people, in these funky situations. Again, wanting to return to happier memories of the past. Sometimes these are aspects that have since vanished. Loss of happier times. Wanting to leave our worries behind. Again, our comfort, our security, our home. You know, the house that's in the back here. And we have no place like home. So again, wanting to find happiness and security and joy in our home. But again, maybe we're needing to, oh, we shall see. Central issue here is the Lovers reversed. Again, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values. This is also about needing to make, you know, choices that are going to affect us in the long term. You know, maybe we're not wanting to make that choice because we're still clinging to hope here. Avoiding responsibility of the consequences of actions. Rushed choices based in desire for instant gratification and trying to not lay blame on others. Again, we are where we are due to our own choices. And if we're dealing with shady ass people, oftentimes we see the crack way before the ass. Again, we get what we allow, and how long we stay in something, how long we put rose-colored glasses on or keep hoping, wishing, dreaming, or whatever. The timing is all up to us. When we get those aha moments, when we learn those lessons, when we stand in our integrity and want better for ourselves, you know. Inner conflict, again, disharmony within oneself, self-punishment, feeling responsible, you know. Shoulda, woulda, couldas, being the blame. Was it me? Was it you? Was it them? Different values are out of balance with each other, not mutual feelings or fear of getting hurt, you know. Especially if we have to end something. And then, of course, it's November and it's holiday time, and all these things come into play, you know. Like, so I always tell people too, don't rush into things. Don't, take past people back without really thinking about stuff. Just because, again, we don't want to be alone, or because it's holiday time. I always say, know what you're dealing with. We got 5 of Swords here. I don't know if this is you or the person, other person. But obviously there was something that happened here that left somebody feeling unhappy, right? Or closed off emotionally, wanting to be happy, but not really sure what to do. Or if we've ended something because we want to be happy and we're tired of being unhappy. Like I said, could be standing up for ourselves. 5 of Swords, current challenge or obstacle. So again, is dealing with people like this, or us behaving this way, causing disharmony in people's lives and in our own life. Shallow victories, one-upmanship, nobody wins. Disagreements that lead to tension and hostility. Thinking one has won, but still loses because you've hurt others and possibly lost relationships. Others may have lost faith in you, or this, vice versa. You lost faith in them. You want to end something, because people are, treating you like shites. I need what is this here? It's asking the question: is your point of view so important that you put your relationships in jeopardy? If this is you behaving this way. I need to compromise and try to see eye to eye with others. So again, instead of people trying to screw people over, we're needing to see other people's point of view. Again, our actions and behaviors don't just affect us, or the person you're dealing with needs to look at it that way. Or we're wondering if we can come to some kind of, again, returning to happier times, because right now this is some bullshit, right? Possible future struggles that we're not aware of. Ambition, but in a negative sense, either being a callous winner or a dejected loser. The price of winning wasn't worth the reward. Betrayal, unfaithfulness, defeat, feeling defeated, jealousy, all this stuff with 5 of Swords, shady shit. Then this is the obstacle. So, have we been betrayed? Has there been cheating going on? Has there now causing, heartache and heartbreak and breakups perhaps, or thinking about it, or wondering if we can return to happier times, overcoming this betrayal? It's like I try to do a success spread, right? I start off saying, okay, I'll do a success spread, because usually the readings are just so heavy. Because again, I deal with shadow work. I help people see the shit, why they're in the shit, and how they can get out of it. And these readings get heavy. So I'm like trying to do something to make it light, and it still comes out. It's like I can't escape. But again, neither can anybody else, obviously. But it's still trying to lead you through it. How can we get success in the situation? But no matter how much I try, we always go down the road of this kind of behavior and people being hurt by it. It's never, can't we all just get along? You know what I'm saying? The underlying or hidden factors that you need to be aware of is the death card. So perhaps, again, death isn't, always negative. Sometimes it's freedom, release, transformation, you know, allowing shit to just die. Perhaps that's already dead. Um, it's also invincible, unconquerable, the purifier. Again, rebirth, fresh, new, and pure. Right? Talks about cycles, letting cycles end, repetitive cycles, karmic cycles, unhappy shit, just stuff that's just, you know, um, end of a major phase or aspect of your life that brings about the beginning of something far more valuable and important. So especially if we're in a karmic situation, we're needing to learn a lesson and get the hell out of Dodge, it's positive. Closing one door to open another, putting the past behind you, and parting ways to embrace new opportunities. It might be difficult, but it's important, as you will soon see, to bring renewal and transformation. If you refuse it or resist it, you will feel more pain and emotionally. It's also a significant transformation, a profound need for change, clearing away limiting factors, sudden changes, and we cannot escape its effects. We need to learn to let go of unhealthy attachments for more fulfilling things. All right, that again is the underlying issue that you need to be aware of. And this represents the people, ideas, or things that can help you. Ace of Cups reversed. Blocked, repressed emotions, turning down love, need to curb one's emotions for greater benefits, a need for emotional balance, that will help you. Because obviously we're out of balance here due to some shady shit that perhaps we're needing to let go, become assertive, stand in our integrity, and find happiness for ourselves, maybe elsewhere. Feelings of numbness, fear of getting hurt. This is also about, being closed off, fears of getting hurt. Now, perhaps if we're dealing with a past situation, a past hurt that is keeping us stuck, even though we want to return to joy and happiness and whatever, we're needing to let go of this past betrayal, this past hurt, in order to be open to receiving something new. That could also, doesn't have to be current, could be something we're trying to heal from. This is, again, a fear of getting hurt or need for trust, emotionally exhausted, a need to look after one's emotional health. Again, but if you're in some stuff, then we're needing to, move towards that which is going to make us happier. Even if it means leaving some people, some cycles, some ways of showing up behind, right? There's also delays in love. Now, if we're clinging to old situations or we're staying in toxic situations, we are delaying our own happiness. We are delaying the potential for, a better love situation to come about. But it's like a choice here that's needing to be made. Wheel of Fortune is what represents the actions needed to improve your chances for success. This again speaks about cycles, movement, change, gaining wisdom from our experiences. The pivotal point, it's karma, which again, all this stuff is, it's all karma. Growth, success, expansion. Again, this is the actions needed to improve your chances for success. Allow whatever this cycle is to wrap up, Cycles, good times and bad times. The lesson of the wheel is the acceptance of this fact. Bad times provide the contrast and perspective needed in order to recognize how blessed you are in the good times. Again, knowing the real from the shit. Yeah. Don't sit still, but be active in co-creating your life. Look for ways to face and conquer adversity. Overcome whatever it is that you're needing to overcome here to, again, find your joy and happiness, to regain balance, and to, love yourself. No place like home, right? Feeling at home in your own skin, being able to stand up for yourself and your integrity, etc., etc. Attracting better situations for yourself. External factors influencing matters that are out of your control. Again, karma, the universe. Perhaps some universe is coming in trying to wake people up. If you struggle against the wheel, it will crush you. Need to go with the flow. Same thing with the death. I mean, keep resisting it. If you got to end something or let go of something, it's just going to prolong the suffering, right? This is about optimism, faith, having faith in the universe, that they will give you something better. It's about luck and prosperity and optimism. My lovelies, what advice do you have for Aries in November? What advice? Abundance. So perhaps the abundance can be had. You have Wheel of Fortune in the upright. What other advice do you have for Aries? No need to worry. Why no need to worry? Oops, scandal. Sexual attraction. So obviously whatever's gone down in this relationship here. The Lady, hope. So the Lady can be you. It also stands for using one's intuition. So perhaps they're trying to tell you to use your intuition and have hope. Or this could be the person that you're dealing with. Maybe there is hope in this situation. It depends on how people are showing up. If people are willing to put in the work, if people are willing to, change their ways and allow for healing and transformation to happen. Allow for love to come in. It depends. Or, perhaps if we're letting go of a situation, keep hope alive, No need to worry about this situation. Abundance awaits you. Ace of Cups awaits you. If we, put ourselves first here. Abundance, you got victory. Brown-haired woman. So either, you have victory or victory can be had with this person if this is not you. And again, I want to say for these, male, female, it doesn't matter. I mean, there is brown-haired man in here too, but, it could fall like the court cards here. So again, male, female, or however you fit here, or this is the person that you're dealing with. We got doubt. So this is about overcoming your fears, your worries, your doubts. You know, again, perhaps, you know, victory is yours if you do what's got to be done here. Troubleshoot. This is figuring out how to do something. This is also somebody who can be, you know, shady. Love, home. So, I guess is figuring out about your love situation here. Or we got home and home. Now, and if for some it might be encouraging you to try to fix a situation, but it depends. It's more the person who's acting like this is job to try to fix something. How they showing up. If they're trying to make something work. You know, I don't believe in anybody who's been on the receiving end of this stuff to be the one to continue to keep putting in efforts. And again, you weren't the one who was doing the shady shit. It just depends. You know. But for some, this is about healing from a situation. Like, yeah, you can return to a place of happiness. You can have success in love if you allow, you know, yourself to overcome whatever doubts and fears that you may have in regards to love. You know, victory can be yours. Abundance can be yours. Keep hope. You know, use your intuition in regards to this situation. Spiritual and judgment. So perhaps again, this is about, you know, lessons, karma, spiritual paths, you know, learning from it. Judgment is the wake-up call. It's also, you know, could be second chances, reconciliations, healing can also be with the spiritual. It depends on what your situation is and the efforts of the people that are involved. Plain and simple. And obviously, the one that did the do should be putting in the most effort to try to make something right, to give someone, you know, less fears and doubts, and if they can open their heart again and allow something to end and things to turn better. Instead, it just depends on who you are, what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? What advice do you have for Aries? Yes, Aries in November in regards to love. Jesus, Christmas. Try this again. What advice do you have for Aries in regards to love in November? We got release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Release your ex again could be the extra shit that you're carrying, you know, toxic behavior patterns that cause this kind of behavior. Release your ex can also mean allow for healing and releasing the past. You know, if two people are willing to come together and work on stuff, or they might be telling you to let go of this shit here. Don't worry, something better is coming. You know, wake up and smell the coffee. No need to worry. Better things are coming if you let this go. This card can represent three different things. What other advice do you have for Aries? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, for some, if you release this situation, or, you know, if you've already been separated and you're just still trying to heal from it, if you release that, you know, things can turn around in your favor. Love can come in that could end up being the one, you know, but it's going to stay on delay if we keep clinging to old stuff, right? Or, you know, some might be thinking this is the one and I need to keep putting in more efforts, but really you needing to let the situation go. Or, like I said, it could be about if two people are willing to put in the work and effort to heal a situation, you know, it could work out better. It just depends. What other advice you got here for Aries in November? Okay. I got pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So use your judgment. Use your intuition. Pay attention. You know, at the end of the day, you have to do what's going to make you happy. If somebody is a repetitive, what's the word that I want to use? Oh, darn, I can't think of it. Offender, right? If somebody keeps doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, that's not a mistake. That's somebody that just doesn't give a shit, you know, and maybe we need to let go of that. Stop wishing and hoping and dreaming that somebody's going to change or get better. Sometimes we need to see things for how they are, right? Stand in our integrity, release it, move on to something else. It could be the one. Or, you know, they're trying to get you to, you know, just simply use your intuition in this situation. If it can be healed, you know, but we have to release the past or allow for healing. But again, it takes two people, and the one who did the do should be doing the most effort. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give the highest energy of all. So this is for those who's got their heart closed. They might be fearful of love due to past betrayals. They might be encouraging you, you know, don't let fear keep you stuck. You might have something nice coming in, you know, but that could be the one. But again, you gotta release the past. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this, of course, childhood wounding. It all stems from that. What did love look like to me as a child? How did that manifest in how I view myself? How I engage in relationships, in society? You know, how do I show up and how do I allow other people to show up? And at the root of it, it stems from, again, our upbringing, society, conditioning, whatever it is. This also could be, you know, for some that are looking to work something out, you know, you got to work on healing it. And you also have to heal the stuff that's within us that's causing this and accepting this kind of behavior. It says it takes two. Both people got their stuff. You deserve love. You are lovable. And let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So for those that are, you know, again, healing before we deal, maybe we got some friends that we need to go out with that'll help us return to happier times, that'll allow us to perhaps, you know, maybe meet someone new. And, you know, let your friends help you. It doesn't necessarily have to be friends, maybe counseling to help heal these issues if it's two people that are working on stuff. Maybe you need some help, some outside help, counseling, like I just said. Well, let's see the reality checks. Let's get some reality checks. What reality check does Aries need for November? Ignorance is bliss, but knowledge is power. Ignorance may be bliss, but only for so long. Eventually, you need to wise up for your own growth and healing. Once you know better, do better. It's all about the lessons. Become enlightened. What other advice do you have for Aries in November? Forget about them and focus on you. Well, I guess maybe it's about, you know, letting this shit go and work on your own healing and moving forward. You're spending too much time and energy focusing on someone. Watching paint dry doesn't make it dry faster. Let go and let God. Whatever will be, will be. In the meantime, do you. So again, for some, it is about delaying your own blessings by still being stuck in this energy here. Or stuck in this kind of relationship that's not bringing any happiness, and that's on some shady shit, you know. What other advice? Oh, dude, what are you doing? Perhaps we need to reevaluate our choices, thoughts, and behaviors. What are the reality checks? Jeez. Learn the lesson, apply it, and move forward. This situation was meant to teach you something about yourself and others, most likely rooted in karma, conditioning, self-worth, boundaries, etc. Whatever it was for you, realize it, heal it, and release it. Now that you know better, you can do better. All is a lesson, and each lesson learned is karma shed, growth, and expansion. You better recognize you're getting played or you're playing someone else. Either way, you're playing yourself. It's time to cut through the bullshit. Keep hope alive, except in this situation. Sorry, but fret not. It's for the best. Live, learn, and let go. Put your focus elsewhere. So I said, for some, this is about using your judgment, using your intuition in regards to, happiness. And finding that, perhaps with somebody else. What other reality check? Sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes what we want isn't for our betterment, but instead for our destruction. Know that the universe has something better for you. And one more for Aries for November. Oh, 2. If they aren't putting any effort into the relationship, why are you? Don't chase, replace. As Kenny Rogers sang, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run away from this person and situation. Mountains out of molehills. Lighten up. It's not as bad as you think. Especially if you got something better coming in once you release this. It was a lesson. Even though it might be painful or whatever, don't hold yourself up from a true blessing by clinging on to this jive fool over here. Sometimes we blow things out of proportion. We make things harder on ourselves than they need to be. Or we try to move immovable mountains that instead should be walked over like stepping stones on the path to our enlightenment. Figure out what is the mountain or molehill in your life and lighten your load. And on that note, I'll send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Again, please like, subscribe, share, leave comments, and I do wish you luck. Wish everybody luck. Every reading I've done, it's about letting go. This is a success spread, but each one has talked about learning a lesson about some shady ass people and needing to leave them behind so we can move on to abundance. This has been, and I've done the water signs and I've just done all the fire signs, and everybody's message has pretty much been the same. Must be about this Taurus full moon, But again, I deal with shadow work, so I'm always about trying to elevate people and heal and let them see what they need to see so that they can have better. So even though the readings may be heavy and there might be things that you might not want to hear, but you need to hear in order to find your true happiness. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Take care, Aries. Until next time, bye-bye.